let's get on to it.
Ryan Litzel.
So, removing the factory radio, you have one screw, two screw, free, and left, here, sorry, and fold right here. Once we get this out, we can get the rest, well, we can get the actual radio out.
Ryan Litzel. That popped right up, and it pops right up on the other side. Actually, this thing is pretty heavy. Without gently damaging anything. Show you guys what the connectors look like. So this is all the connectors, pretty easy to remove. Step one is down, yank out. They all have tabs on the side or the top. Same thing. Two. Guess this is for the antenna. Three. This one has two pins, but I can't reach the other one. Okay, here we go. Three. This one has one right here. This is gonna be hard. Four. And final one. It's right there. Okay, I'm gonna have to put the camera somewhere. And
there it is. Factory radio comes out free. Alright, that's it for this box. Look what we have inside. We have user manual. We have a thank you card. System and a bunch of wiring. So, the phone. Alright. Let's have a look at the wiring. So this is what you get. Like the wiring all fell down. So we have first harness. Second harness, which appears to be connecting right into those. And we have a fourth harness. So this is the new one. As you can see, this one has a frame for the controls, the heater controls on the bottom. So what you will have to do is remove these screws on the bottom of this and plug them right there. Should be pretty simple, hopefully. Let's see. So we have the ABS module on the bottom, and the top one is for the actual heater controls. So this bit is for the ABS light that says you have a passenger. So we have 1, 2, 3 and 4 screws. Let me show you guys. So 1 screw here, 2, 3, 4, that's for the heater controls, and then the airbag light you have 1 and 2. So we'll get that through and get to the new. Have a place to put this. That's it. Alright, heater controls are on. Looks like factory. Heater control, ABS light. Let's slap this thing on. Alright, wiring connectors. Let's see what we got here. We got some wiring which goes right here. So that's pretty simple. Slap that in one way. Nope. Maybe not. Did I miss something? No. Okay, we just have to yank it in there. That's interesting. So this plugs in there. Now, let's box the wiring. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 plugs to go in. Let's see what we got. Alright, so I have no clue where this goes. No clue where that goes. No clue where nothing goes. This this looks like something I will need. This looks pretty simple. Alright. So, we have a Wi-Fi antenna, and we have an actual canvas system, and a bunch of more wiring, and apparently I need to ground this somewhere. That's going to be fun. I need to find a ground. Oh. Plug and play, they say. I'm just kidding. Alright, so for some reason I have 3 plugs over here. And Mike only has 2. Great. Great. I don't even know what that is for. Let's have a look, shall we? So it looks like this plugs into this right here. Yep. And then these 2 plugs I'm going to plug. Are these the same size plugs? This and this. That doesn't seem to fit into that. What would that? What would that? Okay, I was putting them the wrong way. Good fucking shit. Yeah, make sure you put that the right way. Oh, are these the same? These are the same. What if I put this one in here? Okay, so this one doesn't fit in here. This one fits in here. That's pretty simple. Okay, so that's good. I'm not sure what this connects up to. I have this little thing here that goes into this thing here. That's actually pretty cool. It should snap in like this. Yep, perfect. And we have a bunch of RCA wires. Auxiliary, RCA1, RCA2, blah 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 blah. Okay, so we'll have that for now. And I'm guessing this is going to go plug into these. Right here, that should be fun. Alright, so did I miss anything? Hope not. That should all be in right now. This we can tuck that back in later on. That should work. Let's okay, we have power. Alright, this is the first startup of it. Hopefully this is recording. Yeah, this is recording. So volume does work. Just going to drop it down. We're going to go to radio. Alright, so I had to get this out of the way. Looks messier, but it's not really messier. Everything is basically a plug and play. This is just harness into harness. You just remove from the factory radio, you plug in a new one, and the antenna for your navigation goes right here. It has an adapter, so this is the factory. The blue one's a factory navigation, which over here is just a coaxial cable. There's a Wi-Fi antenna, and the rest is this car does have the around view and a Bose sound system from factory, if you can see that. So that means you have some extra wiring to put in, but it's like I said, just plug and play. They're all labeled, so you just read the labels. Every single one of them is labeled. You just read the label, you plug them out, and there's an instruction online. There's no actual paper instruction for the wiring, but like I said, all plug and play. The only thing I had to put in was this ground wire. I don't know if you can see. Let's see. So you take off the 10mm screw, or you use a 10mm. loosen that 10mm, you plug that in the back there, you push that in. Nothing complicated. I mean, it's loosening and tightening. Apart from the ground wire, that's pretty much it. The rest of the trims is basically you put it back together, and that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it back together, and then hopefully we'll test the final product. Alright, so start it up. I'm gonna start the car up. So factory climate control works. Radio is on. I'm gonna start the car up. Perfect. So this works. Now, actually pretty quick. You have your navigation, you have your music, and you have your radio. And then if you keep going, you have some apps. This is an Android-based system, so you can actually install whatever app you want to install on it. I mean, you have the Play Store, you have Google Maps, you even have a calculator. I mean, that comes in handy. Let's see if Google Maps works. So this has no data currently on. I do have the little USB dongle to put the. Yeah, this is not gonna work yet. I actually need to update it. Okay, it does work. So, let's see. Okay. And that's no bueno. So I need to download the maps for this. But let's try the actual navigation. And let's see how that comes up. Okay, it's loading up. Alright, perfect. So, factory navigation works in. Everything is good. You have a pretty nice system. It works fine. Radio. By the way, this is for the actual volume control, still works. Next, previous, your source still works fine. That's actually pretty cool. Let's do this. So, drop the radio down, and your controls for over there still works. I tried to put this into a radio bit. Let's see. Alright, so to put the radio, I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna go to radio. And there you have your radio, which is beautiful. So this is using the actual controls from the steering wheel. Everything looks fine. Up and down. And the other thing which is very important is the around view. So put it into reverse and voila. So put it into drive, goes away, and switch it back to that. You can also hold this, and this, so it's basically the camera options where the buttons are gone. You can also preset these buttons here if you want to hold, let's say the first one to put the camera on. It's all configurable, so you can change that up, but the around view does work, and it's a lot bigger than the factory. I mean, it's a full screen compared to the factory radio, which is a 7. This is a 10. A big difference on the size of it. The quality of the camera is not the best. Maybe it's actually pretty decent. I mean, you see everything perfectly fine. You can see the curb and the car behind me. Put it into reverse. You can clearly see that car, and you have your trajectory line. They still move, so which is pretty cool. Same thing for the forward one. You can still move them around, but yeah, and you still have the moving object detection. So if you have something moving behind you, it will blink. And that's pretty much all for the recap. So we'll keep you guys up to date.